Ellen brings out a bowl of porridge to Baby Bear, who's sitting at a table in the yard. As Baby Bear takes a bite of it, the porridge burns his mouth. Baby Bear quickly takes a spoon out of it. Since it's too hot, Baby Bear decides to wait for the porridge to cool. At that moment, Telly comes by, and in search of interviewees for an edition of Monster on the Spot, Cinderella quickly brushes him off as she's late for the ball, and the big bad wolf is too busy chasing the three little pigs. Baby Bear offers himself to Telly as an interview subject, but Telly counters that all he does in this story is wait for the porridge to cool, which doesn't seem like an exciting story. Baby Bear says there's more to his story than that and begins to provide Telly the details on what happened with him and his family. As the porridge cools, he says in a dramatic, echoey manner and in musical strings. Baby Bear reveals that he, Papa Bear, and Mama Bear were exercising their bodies by running, jumping, and jumping through the woods. Through song, the bears find that they are lost when they stumble upon a far-off garden filled with sunflowers. A white-bearded wizard, portrayed by Alan, says that they're in his magic garden and tells them he will give them a free checking account. Papa Bear postulates, but instead, the wizard places the trespassers under a magic spell, turning them into chickens. Back on the street, Alan has joined in listening to Baby Bear's story. As Baby Bear continues, he and his family try to find a way to break the spell. Papa Bear comments that things are going to be rough, and suddenly turns into a dog. In her comments, Mama Bear says neigh as in no and turns into a horse. Baby Bear realizes that whenever they say something that sounds like an animal noise, they turn into that animal. To experiment, they all go oink oink and turn into pigs. Big Bad Wolf happens to pass through and captures them, so the bears quickly growl and turn back into their normal selves, leaving the wolf to mope away in disappointment. And that, my friends, is why you never see me doing animal impressions, Baby Bear says to Telly, Alan, and a few kids who listen in as well. Back in the magic garden, the wizard challenges the bears to figure out 3 things about vegetables so they can be released from the garden. After the wizard disappears, the garden vegetables pop up from their spots and sing a song about themselves. When the wizard returns and asks for their answers, the bears answer that vegetables are good for you, very delicious, and are musical. The wizard is confused by the last answer, so Baby Bear calls out for the vegetables to return with another chorus of their song. Satisfied, the wizard says they are free to go and calls them a cabbage, prompting a cabbage wearing a taxi driver's outfit and holding up a steering wheel to roll up. I hope you got money for tolls, he says as he returns them back home. Back on Sesame Street, Baby Bear concludes the story, or at least his family's part of it, for the small crowd that's gathered around. He then finds that his current bowl of porridge has cooled down and digs in.